All right, I'm just gonna get the elephant out of the room. Yes, I've changed the color of my lights in the background just a little bit. So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here, and this is gonna be another video which I honestly didn't think I was gonna have to make, but I feel like I wanna have my 2 cents and just discuss a couple of things in regards to like YouTube making some kind of weird changes. I mean, maybe they make sense for the platform, and I'm sure they would make sense for me too if I was actually told when I did stuff wrong and what I was doing. More on that later though. Just some of these weird changes and things I've seen like popping up on Twitter and just being spoken about in videos is kind of concerning at some points. Like, I'm gonna have to explain though, however, my at least experience with the way YouTube policies have worked in the past and just how they've not really worked out in my favor. I'll start by saying though, I'm saying that in the sense of when I get something go wrong, which 99% of the time does not fortunately happen. Every time it's gone wrong though, it's nearly been a misflag, but YouTube has every time doubled down on it. Which is why this one right here kind of concerns me, where YouTube can charge back the money made on a video when it gets like age restricted or something. I want to chill. Let's talk about this. It's gonna be cool. I can't remember if I did my intro or not. Yeah, I just wanted to throw a little vlog out there today though, guys, just talking about really some of the new rules that YouTube has put in place. Some of this isn't really new information and we've already known about this, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's getting kind of confusing for creators, especially when they put these rules out there, but then still seem to follow like an in-house different set of rules that we can't learn from. So what you're seeing right here, this is some of the newest stuff and information they've put out here, okay? This is like ads guidance, you know, this can earn ad revenue. So it's talking about like the language first of all, abbreviated or censored words acceptable for network television, like where you can see there HAL or down in the title thumbnail. Then you can start using profanity, I guess, somewhat inconsistent, like you don't want to say it every single time. So as long as it's basically used inconsistently or in effect just when a situation arises, you are good to go. The next section as well, it talks about this content may earn limited or no ad revenue. So it says if you use profanity within the first 8 to 15 seconds. Listed above, I guess, is some examples of the profanity that would not be accepted, which, I mean, I kind of understand that, and I never cuss in my videos anyway. I used to like back in the day, like way back when, but even then I did kind of like start my videos with like, what's going on? At the bottom it says that this content will earn no ad revenue, so if you use profanity within the first 7 seconds or majority of the video, so that's going back to like if you use profanity very often, I guess that makes you ineligible to make any money from the stuff that you I guess are doing. So these rules are kind of like, you know, they're kind of chill, whatever, you know, we got to accept those, but there's so many like gray areas still with YouTube, which is really why I feel like I had to make this video, because I'm getting so confused and I want to kind of explain what's happening to you guys. By the way, do you remember like a couple of months ago where everyone kind of banded together? We spoke about YouTube's problems, how some people are getting demonetized for certain videos, age restricted for the same thing, and then other people aren't getting affected. Yeah, they never ever fixed that, by the way. They just waited for everyone to go quiet, never changed anything, and it's still happening. It happened to me really recently actually, and they won't tell me what I did wrong. Okay, so if I search up my name, okay, Resident Evil Village 8-bit Ryan, I go on this on an incognito. Okay, we see what's going on here, guys. So, something is wrong with this video. This was actually the one that got affected fairly recently. It was my first video in my Resident Evil Village series, which, by the way, is completely screwed now. I can never, ever get this series fixed up, even though I think I fixed the problem without them telling me, but they would not let me request a review. So here was me basically realizing, look, I randomly got a video age restricted. Is there any way I can receive feedback on why it got restricted? Yeah, so they basically just told me to appeal it, even though they had identified in a year-old video that a new issue that they didn't like had arisen, but they still wouldn't tell me what the problem was, guys. I don't know why this still happens on this platform. Like, it's one of the most frustrating things to ever deal with as a creator. I appealed it. Look, it was rejected. I still wasn't told what was going on. Then actually further down the line, after it was already restricted for the second time, they basically told me this. For educational videos, it's not an educational video. I'm playing a video game. That includes violence. Context must appear in images or audio of the video. I don't really understand what that's telling me. Like, that has nothing to do with why I got age restricted. Like, I didn't know why my video was the only one to get restricted. I was like, have I been like personally attacked? And then it came to me, I was like, maybe it's the thumbnail. Maybe the thumbnail was the problem. There was some blood on the enemy character, which was present in the thumbnail. That's fine. Why can't they tell me that? Why is there this weird secrecy thing where it's like, if we reveal anything that the creators do wrong whilst telling them to simultaneously appeal this, we might unleash the algorithm or something? Like, you know, guys, why is there this secrecy behind when someone does something wrong? Like, in what place do we mess up and then not receive the advice on what we've messed up on until the problem can then no longer be fixed again. I actually told them, like I said here, I believe the problematic part was the thumbnail. I was trying to directly speak with them. They said, oh, we'll check on your video. And then they basically just said, we looked into it and confirmed. They didn't even recheck it, guys. Like, they didn't do anything to help me out here. Again, they are leaving me in the dark. Like, just tell me what the problem was. Let me fix it, then request my review. Why do they tell you to request a review but without telling you the problem? Like, just let us know what we need to fix, man. What is going on? Why is it always like this? It drives me insane, bro, because now I personally believe I fixed the problem, but the video is already age restricted and YouTube is refusing to look back with a fresh pair of eyes. This is another thing I really want to talk about, and it's something that's been really bothering me actually. 2 times when my videos have been age restricted and then confirmed again. I had this happen a while back on a Hello Puppets episode. You guys remember that game? It was a couple of months ago. I also had to tweet the video out and just be like, this video has been like age restricted. What? I didn't even do anything wrong in it. There was nothing wrong with the video. And then like they said, oh yeah, request a view if it was a mistake. It was 100% a mistake what happened. They instantly doubled down and denied it again. They denied that video and they did not tell me what was going on. Like where the problem was within the video. Like I know I didn't do anything wrong, but they won't tell me what they suspected of me doing wrong. It's like, bro, why won't you even explain to me what you think the issue is that did not exist, by the way? And then they responded, they were like, oh, you can't basically say offensive or racial things. They had accused me of basically saying profanity and really offensive things in this video. The video is up on my channel, guys. Like, I don't understand what the heck happened. Like, how can they see this? And then I found out exactly how they saw it. And it's kind of ridiculous, but it tells me that the reviewers of videos, they don't really check over the video very well, and they actually rely on inconsistent AI, which is generating my voice, which is also sometimes incorrect. There was a clip within that video after I watched it for hours, by the way, and they wouldn't tell me what the problem was. And it was like translating some weird thing that I was saying. I can't remember what it was. And I couldn't amend the caption. The captions were automated, but it was making me say something wrong. It's kind of like when you say, you know, Freddy Bonnie Chica, good evening. You know, you got that 4th dude, you know, Pirates Cove. It sometimes translates his name as the F word, even though I'm not saying that. Like, it still does that to me. I cut that part of the video out, and then they approved it immediately after, which means they were relying on an inconsistent piece of caption software that they age restricted my content with, and they would not listen to me, the person who's making it. Like, how absurd is that? I also had the same thing happen again recently on a Friday Night Funkin' video. It was so weird, man. It was age restricted. They said, yeah, go ahead, appeal it. Of course it's gonna get denied again. Like, they're seeing something that doesn't exist, and like, they're gonna double down on it. They got back to me, and they told me within the first 8 seconds of the video, there was profanity? Like, what is happening, bro? Like, I watched the video through. I've still got the render. Hang on. So this is really the main thing why I wanted to talk about with this video, and why I'm kind of like, I'm a bit scared of this whole chargeback thing. Like, are they relying on a broken system to then change the results of videos that are like really old? And then they give you no time to amend that, but they still blame you for it? Like, what are we supposed to do here? Because I'm out here thinking, like, with this rule especially, talking about where, you know, chargeback or offset such amounts against future partnerships, like, if they see that basically you're doing something bad, and then like they go ahead age restricted. What about if that caption thing screws me over again, like, and I do nothing wrong? Are they gonna bill me for like thousands of dollars if they find the caption thing messing up in videos and they don't actually watch the video, but they're believing a thing that on their site does not work 100% of the time, but yet they refuse to even acknowledge that? They will still abide by it when a second person reviews, and of course they're gonna see the same mistake because they're not actually watching the video. They're just reading what someone else has already read before, and they're relying on incorrect, inconsistent AI to make choices that can now potentially pull away money from creators. I don't know if that's how they're going to do it. I would like to believe that if they're implementing a system like this, they're going to be changing up the way they review things, but they're not telling us. They haven't voiced anything to us. Because I don't think the guidelines are bad. Like, I want to get to the bottom line here. I don't believe that these changes on YouTube will affect me or should affect me, but for some reason, accidents keep happening, and they are. Which is why I'm kind of concerned about how often is this really gonna go down, and how bad can things really get for some people? Like, how often is YouTube gonna mess up, you know? That's pretty much most of the ramble though, guys. It's just something I really wanted to kind of get off my chest. I wanted to just get out there the fact that YouTube is now introducing like a couple of new rules. They shouldn't affect me anyway. They still have apparently twice, and they keep acknowledging that I am doing it wrong on purpose apparently. And it's more the second one, because if they're seeing that like my videos are apparently 18 plus when we've just watched one of my intros and we clearly see that I'm not doing stuff like that. Like, how bad can this be? But that's kind of it, guys. I think the main issue, again, is this whole, like, they're not telling us when something is actually wrong with a video. Like, the Resident Evil Village, if they didn't like my thumbnail, tell me, bro, before making me request a review. You don't think I'm gonna change that? You don't think I'm gonna listen to the people who are literally letting me upload on their platform? Of course I'm gonna listen to them. Like, they make the rules, I'm here to follow them, but like, why won't you tell me the rules, but you want me to follow them? Hey guys, let me know your thoughts down below on just some of this stuff, man. Like, I don't really know what else to make of it. It's just a little video I wanted to throw out there. Just maybe let a couple of other creators, you know, become a little bit more aware of these sort of changes, because they can be a little bit concerning. And most of the time, you know, we agree to these things. Like, we just kind of read through the terms real quick. We don't read the fine print. Maybe this thing is a lot less punishing than it sounds, because these kind of, you know, the way they write these things, they gotta be 100% serious, transparent. They gotta make you know exactly what's going down. It just concerns me though, with the shifting policies. Like, can they shift a policy and then what worked a year ago doesn't work now, but they're still gonna punish you for that, even though the rules were different then, and you can't alter your video because they don't tell you the difference, which basically what happened with my Resident Evil Village video here. Who knows, maybe I'm gonna have to start spending like $10,000 a month on mistakes to, you know, keep uploading. Yeah, just let me know, guys, what you're thinking too. You know, I'm not the first to discover this, clearly. This has been spoken about in mass over on Twitter as well, so it's definitely a topic of discussion, and it's rightly one that people should be asking questions with, and I think YouTube should, in turn, be providing answers. Like, I feel like that would help so much. It's just such a small change, but people, I feel like they deserve to really know how this change works, how it's going to affect them. What about if this? What about if that? I have my own questions. I don't know, guys. I have no way of talking to YouTube. I don't know anything. All right, though, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this video, though. Yeah, this is going to be the only vlog, hopefully, on this matter. Just wanted to discuss some of my opinions and some recent inconsistencies even I'm experiencing on my channel and never getting help with. Yeah, I just really want to see a bit more help with this. That's all. Just a little bit more transparency and a bit more clarity, too. I think that's the main thing here. Also, if you change the rules and then something that was working there then gets age restricted, just tell me the problem in between so I can fix it, then request that review, and we will be Gucci, fam. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.